Cousins. Cousins, all right? The first cousin I messed with, all right? That's not my fault. Look on his TikTok, right? The detective stuff. I'm creeping and I go through the comments and I see Clingy comment under his video, under Facebook video. Oh, that's my cousin. Why? What's up?
I look better under you. I can't lose when I'm with you.
How can us lose and miss the moment? You just so important.
Nobody like you do. I can't lose.
Without you.
Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. This morning, okay, it is 8:30 in the morning. I'm vlogging on my phone right now. I'm gonna do a little story time, a little quick story time. Bro, cousins. Cousins, all right? That's how we gonna start the video off. Cousins. Right now I'm at Starbucks. I just came from Starbucks from getting a grande ice brown sugar oat milk latte, you know. Yeah, I don't really like Starbucks food, but I have a job today with my aunt, so I have to eat something. So bro, tell me why I messed with cousins before. Well, recently. The first cousin I messed with, it was a little minute ago. But listen, I didn't know. All right, that's not my fault. That is not my fault. So, all right, the one that I was talking to recently, I was talking to him first, but not in person. Like, we never met before or whatever. We was just talking off and on for like a year or some change on Facebook, right? So, bro, so we was talking for a year and some change on Facebook or whatever, but we never met up because I was scared to like fall for him or whatever, and I'm not trying to get hurt, you feel me? Who wants to get hurt? Nobody. So we stopped talking or whatever. Then I met some other dude, you feel me? I met some other dude. That's how you know this is a small world. I met somebody else. Well, I didn't meet him because I kind of fake grew up with him. Like, we grew up on the same block, but we never really chilled until we got older, you feel me? So he always wanted to talk to me, but I kept dubbing it. So boom, one day I give it a shot or whatever. We start talking. We only talked for like maybe like 2 weeks the most. Let me not lie. We talked for like 2 weeks the most. But me and him stopped talking because he treated me good and everything, but I don't know, I feel like he was too like clingy too fast, if that makes sense. Like, he was too, like, the way you act with somebody when you with them for like years, that's how he was acting. And we had just like officially met, like, you know, linked like to talk and stuff like that. When we was younger, that don't count. We was mad little. So me and him stopped talking because of that, like, you know, clingy, whatever, blah blah. I started talking back to the first one from Facebook. I started talking back to Facebook. That's his name. We're gonna name him Facebook, and we're gonna name the other one Clingy. So Facebook, me and Facebook started, we added each other back on social media, and we just started texting again from there. So this one day I was on my grandmother's block, so I'm like, boom, I'm like, yo, what you doing? I was drinking too. So I'm like, what you doing? He was like, nothing, just got home from work, blah blah. I'm like, oh, let's link. Like, I finally got the courage to link. So I'm like, what you doing? Like, I'm about to come to you real quick. Not to his crib, but like I was about to go see him like outside, like in front of his building or something. So he was like, for real? I guess he was shocked because, you know, usually I would be like, oh, like, I don't really want to. So yeah, he was like, oh, I live in such and such, and then I went to such and such, and then we linked outside and we was chilling, you know, we was getting to know each other a little bit. Then we talking, blah blah. We linked a couple more times after that. We talking, we chilling, blah blah blah. Tell me why I look on his TikTok, right? I'm sorry, I'm not giving you eye contact. It's just because I'm driving. But I look at one of his videos on TikTok because, you know, I'm creeping or whatever. Yeah, detective stuff. I'm creeping and I go through the comments and I see Clingy comment under his video, under Facebook video. I'm like, hold up. I hope these niggas don't know each other. So I click in there, I see him saying something. I'm like, so then I text Facebook and I'm like, how you know such and such? How you know Clingy? Like, oh, that's my cousin. Why, what's up? Mind you, I did something with Clingy one time. one time. But I already had did something with Facebook. You feel me? Like, yeah, I did it kind of quick with Facebook, but yeah, that's not the point. So yeah, I did it with Facebook and Clingy, but Clingy I did it one time. One time. That's all it took. One time. So yeah, he like, I was like, oh my god. I texted him, I said, oh my god. He said, what happened? I said, I used to talk to him. I used to talk to Clingy, bro. He said, oh, keep it a buck, did you F him? I'm like, yeah, I was gonna keep it a buck anyways. Who lies about that? Like, what? Like, you thought I was about to lie about that? I'm sorry, try it again. So, oh, keep it a buck, you F'd him or whatever. I was like, yeah, one time. He was like, nah, I can't mess with that, blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. Mind you, I started liking him, so I'm like, we talking about Facebook right now. I started liking him for real, so I'm like, first of all, you're not about to let that mess us up because we could really have some real shit going on, like, and you gonna mess it up because y'all cousins? Like, I didn't know that, and you didn't know that either. Like, this is a small world, and it's bound to happen. Like, you cannot get mad at that. So, he was already blowing mine because he was already giving red flags, like, oh, then he tried to say that's a red flag because I talked to his cousin before. He was like, oh, what I look like, he said, what I look like talking to, girls that my cousin was with. I said, first of all, we was never together, so watch your mouth. Two, I was only talking to him for like 2 weeks the most. He could vouch for me. But yeah, like, he was that blown, mom, because you acting mad immature right now, boy. Like, it's not that deep. It's really not. Like, we too old for that. So I was like, then I finally said, I'm like, you know what? I said, we don't gotta talk. Like, I'm not about to be beasting for you to talk to me or feeding, making it seem like I'm thirsty. Like, I don't need to speak to you. He's like, oh nah, just give me time to think. I'm like, whatever. So then we stopped texting, and then he hit me up again like 10 minutes later with a sad face and a heart talking about what's up. Like, sweetie, I knew you was gonna do that. Stop playing with me. Like, mind you, me and him already had this something, so it was like, bro, like, don't blow mine. Please don't blow mine. So, yeah, after that, we ended up chilling like 3 more days after that again. I guess he needed some time, you know. So we ended up chilling again like 3 days later after that. And then, what you call it? Who the heck is over here? But yeah, that's crazy. Like, how you talk to cousins? How you talk to cousins? But nah, I didn't know though, so nobody could get mad at me or say, oh, you a hoe, or you this, you that. Cause babe, I didn't know. Like, for real, for real. And it's crazy because Clingy used to talk to my friend Crystal, but I didn't know that until after I was already messing with him. And then Crystal told me. I'm like, you see, Crystal didn't get mad. I didn't get mad. So I told Facebook, I'm like, you beasting. Like, I told him the story about Crystal and Clingy. I'm like, they was talking before, and none of us knew that, you know, we knew each other and that they were talking before. And nobody got mad. So I guess, like, that made him think about it. Like, maybe I'm tripping. No, ain't no maybe. You are tripping because you bugging out. Like, so then, yeah, that was pretty much it. Like, yo, I never did something like that before. That's crazy. And I'm just like, wow, this is really a small world. And it's crazy because when I first asked him, I'm like, how you know such and such? I said, how you know Clingy? Oh, that's my cousin. Why was that? Before he even said that, I fake had a feeling he was gonna say something like that. Like, they either mad close or they related. I already knew he was gonna say something like that. I'm just like, nah. Like, damn, Kayla. But, yeah, I just got to my aunt's block. I don't know, like, I keep dyeing my hair jet black and it still look brown. Like, I'm not understanding. When I take these dreads off, I'm dyeing it blue black. Word. But yeah, we got a job today. I don't know if we're doing it in Long Island again. Probably. But I don't know, I hope not, because it already started late. Imagine what time I finish. But yeah, guys, that was my little story time. I had to vent to y'all real quick because, yeah. After this, I'm gonna have another story time about Facebook because me and him stopped talking. Yeah, I dubbed him yesterday. Today is the 16th, I think. June 16th, I believe. Yeah. And I had dubbed him, so yeah. It was just too much for me, you know. Now I'm gonna tell y'all why I dubbed him, but in my next video, because it was a lot of red flags, and like, he's cool and everything, but it was a lot of red flags to where, like, all right, Kayla, you gotta pick a side. Either you want to mess with it and you want to go through that, or you don't want to mess with it. You feel me? And yesterday I decided, like, I might as well just stay by myself and not talk to nobody, because at the end of the day, bro, these niggas just want one thing, and it's not even about that either. I'm gonna get into that in the next story time, so stay tuned for that. I might even do it after this video, so just stay tuned for that, and I'm gonna let y'all know what's up. And yeah, I hope y'all like this video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and if you have any more questions about, you know, my little situation, let me know.